Doesn't really matter like where you begin and where you keep going. So just keep adding 2 bands over to make your border. Again, flip the bottom 4 bands over the top 4 bands. Okay, row number 2 is done. Let's go ahead and push everything down. Okay, again flip over. Yeah, that's right. These top ones are always the hardest. Just because of their weird angle. Okay, we're done with row number 3. There's gonna be some parts right here where you can go ahead and start. I guess on the next one we can go ahead and start putting over. I mean, you could probably already start pushing this right up on top, but I guess it'll make more sense on the next one. Yeah, it'll be better if we do it on the next one. Okay. All right. Let me just make sure. I think we put our ears on the next one. Good. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and add our ears on this next one. Okay. Well, we're gonna start adding our ears. One moment, hold on, I need to count really quick. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Let's stop right here. Okay, so just do these for right now, and then you're going to stop on these pegs, okay? They should be the third one from your outside ones. And you're going to grab one ear and 2 bands, okay? So, in the one ear, you're going to find the middle bands, okay? So, there's the 2 on the edge and then these 2 over here, okay? And then you want to go ahead and grab the ones in the middle, right? Put your hook through all those 4 bands, not the slip knot, okay? All right, do you see? So I have my hook through those 4 bands now, right in the middle one, okay? Literally on the middle. And I'm gonna go ahead and pass these 2 bands through those. And I'm gonna go ahead and put my ear facing forward, okay? And I'm gonna put it on those. Yeah, I already messed up. Just do that again. Oh, I did not want that slip knot in there. There we go. Okay, so again, this back one right here, and then the front one. These slip knots are getting in my way. There we go. Okay, alright. I'm not going to need that middle slip knot anymore. Okay. That way there's one less to worry about. Do the same thing on the other one, okay? Again, the middle one. Just put your hook through those 4 bands, just like that. You can actually go ahead and take away that slip knot now. I don't need it anymore. Grab 2 bands of your skin tone color, pass them through. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put them again with my ear facing forward. So you want the back part on the first peg over here. And so this one on this peg right here. Okay? So you see how your ears are now facing forward? You're going to go ahead and leave them like such. Okay? I'm going to just probably place them right here on the inside, so that, because they're going to start going on the inside anyways. Alright, and just keep adding more bands to the rest of your border. Okay, so double bands again, as always. Okay. Maybe the ones on this side now. Okay. Now, flip over the bottom. 4 bands on every single peg. Oh, why do I have hair in there? It's obviously not mine, because my hair is white right now. These are always the hardest ones. Okay. Push everything down. There is row 4. I can probably be able to lift this maybe with my fingers. I need to start putting some of the stuff. I can probably be able to use my rod. It might work a little bit better. I'm gonna start putting this stuff over my peg so that way they can start forming up. Or as Ellen likes to call it, growing. Okay, so now that I've taken everything out, you can kind of see how it's starting to lift up. Okay, so our head's going to start to create higher and higher and higher as we keep adding on. We're going to do one more row. No, it's not for an extension. Okay, so here's how we're going to extend. Our extension, we're only going to do in the front for this one. And we're going to be doing these corners right here, okay? These corners only. You're going to grab the first top 2, and I see that they are going in this direction, okay? They're coming from this direction. So I'm going to go ahead and place those here, okay? So now I'm going to go ahead into this corner. I'm going to grab the first 2. And oh, I got lucky again. They're coming in this direction, so I'm gonna place them here. All right. So obviously these are coming from this direction. Okay. I do not want them to cross. All right. So I'm just gonna keep them right here on this one. Okay. All right. You only want the ones that are going this way. So you may need another hook to help you, or you can just go ahead and use your fingers to hold the other ones while you grab the other one. If you happen to get these on the bottom. Okay. But you want it to be like this. See how these bands are coming from this direction? Okay, that's what you want. The same thing with these. They're coming from over here. Okay, hopefully you have that so far. Now we're going to go ahead and continue on to our next row. And we're going to attach another part of our ear. So let's go ahead and start right here for now. And the next part of the ear we're going to attach is these next side ones, okay? Actually, yes, okay, here's how we're gonna do it. Okay, go ahead and just do the next the next two right here on the sides. Right here, this one. And this one right here. Okay. Now before you add the ones right here, we are going to connect them to the second to the last ones here. Not these last ones, okay? See how my ear is facing forward? I want to grab these, okay? Hopefully I can be able to focus. I want to grab these, okay? So I want to put my hook through these bands. Make sure you're going through all of them. Okay. Now that I have all of them, I'm going to take out that slip knot so it doesn't get in my way. And I'm going to go ahead and add my two bands through. Oof. Come on. There we go. I want to go ahead and do it with my hook down, and slide them through. Okay. And now that they are out, oops, I need to go ahead and grab my hook again. Just going to go ahead and place them back on my hook for now, because I need to show you how they're going to go. The front one, obviously. Oops, I missed one. Hang on. I do not want any more mishaps. So I need to grab from here, grab these two, and then pass it through. Okay, I got it. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. So obviously that's the front, okay? So I want this one to be on these pegs and these two to be on these pegs. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and put them there, and I'm going to push down, put these here, okay, push down. Alright, now these next ones, okay, so now that my ear is turning this way, I do not want these last ones. I want the next set inside, okay? These. So put my hook through those, all of them. I want to make sure I have all four inside. Just like that. I'm going to take out that slip knot now. I do not need it. Grab two of your skin tone bands, pass them through, and obviously this is the back one, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it right there, and these are the front ones, so I'm going to place them right there. Now my ear is facing down, okay? That should be correct. Okay, so hopefully this is what you have so far. We're going to do the same thing on this one, okay? Let's go ahead and grab the ones right here on the outside. It's going to be the ones right here, okay? These are going to be the ones that are going here. I'm going to go through all four bands and take out that slip knot. I do not need it. Grab my two skin tone, which are my turquoise, and pass them through. Obviously this is the back, so I'm just going to go ahead and place them in that peg, and this is the front, so I'm going to place those on this peg. I'm going to push down so that way they don't fall off on me. Now I have these two slip knots right here towards my body, so I'm going to grab these, right there, those, and put my hook through. And make sure I go through all of them correctly. Yes, there's four. I'm going to take out the slip knot. grab my 2 skin tone bands and pull them through. Okay. This one again. I'm gonna keep the ear still facing forward, so that means I need to put this right there. Okay, so now my ear is facing down. Okay, oh, my loom's falling apart. Come on. Okay, let's continue now closing it up. Since you've added that extension right there, okay, we're gonna go ahead and just go towards the extension, and now we're gonna go ahead and focus. Now we're gonna go ahead and do this zigzag motion. You're going to be forming an M down here in the bottom. I guess you can say that. Okay, so you see how there's an M now? Just going to go ahead and put 2 bands here and 2 bands here. Okay. Whew. Alright, so now it kind of looks like a banner, right? Let's go ahead and flip the bottom on everyone. Obviously right here there's only 2 that need to be flipped, so I'm just gonna go ahead and flip those because I still want my 4 left over. These also have 2. Okay, and the ones inside here have 4. Okay, flip those, and I am out of focus. Come on, there we go. I need to fix this. There we go. These are the 4 I want. Flip those. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna push down. There's 4 right here. I need to carefully flip those. This is a hard angle to do, right? Because they can easily come out. I need to flip these bottom ones, but for some reason these are supposed to go up. Yeah, there we go. Now I have the correct ones. Again, the bottom 2 right here. Okay, now the bottom 4 from here. Now, right here, I need to push my ear back on my body and flip the bottom 4. Okay. And here as well, flip the bottom 4. Now I can let go of my ear. Now it's going to stay in that position. Flip the bottom 4. And here too, you need to flip those bottom 4. And 1 more. There you go. 4. Yeah, and they came out. So I need to fix that. This is why we probably need the help of our other fingers. Good thing I still had it on my hook. Okay, right here, these are the ones that go right here. Alright, then I lost the ones that go up here. Alright, let's do that again. This time I'm going to use my fingers to help me, so that way they don't fall off. Carefully put them on. There we go. Right here too, I'm going to keep my hook facing this direction because I want to go under all those 4. Now I have my 4 pushed down with my fingers so that way they don't fall. Because it's getting tense, that's why they fell off. Here 2, whoops, no, I'm grabbing the wrong ones. Alright. This is going to be quite a long process. It's very tedious. Hopefully you guys are doing better than I am. Hopefully you're not crying and saying this is hard, even though it is, but don't say that. Just keep holding on until the end. It'll be so worth it. Just tell yourself that. And I'm done. Yeah, cool. Woo! All right. keep making sure that these are not getting stuck on those pegs anymore. Okay, so that we're still growing on the top. All right. So now we need to go ahead and put our final row under, but we need to go ahead and grow our head one more time. So this time we're gonna grow from the back and we're gonna grow from the front. So from the back, we need to go ahead and do these corner ones, okay? So obviously my first two are not going in the direction I want. They're coming this way. So I'm gonna go ahead and hold them for right now with my fingers, and I want to get these, the ones that are going this direction. See how there's a gap right there? I want those up here. And I want these to stay back on that peg. Okay? Now this side. The first two, again, they're coming this way. So I'm going to hold them with my fingers. And I'm going to transfer these onto this peg here. So I'm going to put these back on that peg. Alright, so now they're not crossing. I'm going to do the same thing right here for this peg, okay? And actually, no, sorry. These are the ones I'm going to move also. I'm going to move one right here and then one right here. So I'm going to grab the first two, and they're going this direction. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and place them here. And I'm going to grab the next two and stretch them out to this one. Now these, I'm going to grab the first two. It's kind of getting tight, so I need to figure out which ones are. There we go. There's my first two, and these go up. I can see because they're being pulled from here. And so these are going to go towards this one. Alright, hopefully you got that. Let's do the bottom. We're going to do the same thing with these. We're going to go ahead and stretch them out. Grab the first two. And I can see that they're going this direction. So I'm going to go ahead and place them right here. I think actually this is all correct. So I'm just going to go ahead and place the whole thing right here. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and grab the whole thing over. This is going to add an extra 2 sets. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so that means that this one also needs to be stretched forward. So I'm going to be putting it on this one. And now we just gained an extra 2 sets. Okay, because before we actually, hang on, 1, 2. No, it's the same thing. So actually, oh, that's right. It's the next row we're adding on right here. Alright. I think we are good so far. So let's go ahead and add our rows to the border. So obviously right here, we can actually go ahead and push this one also up to this one, since it's not going to make much of a difference anymore. It's just putting some pressure on my loom. I need you to stay. Sorry for all the confusion, guys. I've kind of messed around with how I want the pattern to look like, but I haven't actually created Venusaur. Remember, I'm doing these patterns out of the top of my head. So I really don't know how it's going to look like. But based on how I've experimented, it should look cool. So we're gotten to the ear. I'm going to go ahead and stop on this one because we're obviously going to connect it right here. So I'm going to just get to the next one right here. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and add it on to our ear. So I need to, again, grab these two. Yeah. There. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Now I can take out that final slip knot from this side. Whoops, don't fall on me. Okay. Grab our two skin tone. Pull them through. One more. There we go. These are gonna go right here on this peg. Okay. And these right here. One more. Okay, so this one's gonna go right here on this one. Come on. Take out the slip knot. Okay. I still want my ear to stay like that. I do not want any twists. So these are gonna go on this peg. And these are gonna go on this peg. So you see how none of these are twisting? Okay? You do not want any twist at all. You want them to stay straight. So let's do the same thing on the other side. Let me just go ahead and push this down one more time. I'm gonna go ahead and just, before I keep going, I'm just gonna do this ear now. And want to go through that hole where my slip knots are. Okay, you can go ahead and take out that slip knot now. Oh, I just tightened it. That's not what I want. I want to loosen it and take it out. Okay. I'm gonna put two of the skin tone again. This is the back of the ear. Okay, so this is gonna go on the first two right here. So, and remember, I do not want them to cross, so I'm just gonna go ahead and lay this one on this peg. Just like so. I have to fix this so that way it doesn't come off. Come on. There we go. And these on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and push down so they don't fall. Now this one. Again, I need two skin tone bands. I mean, that's skin tone, body color, whatever your body color is. Go through that hole again. Just gonna put them on the side for now. Okay, take out the slip knot. Okay. Okay, and on this one, it looks like this is gonna be in the front. I have to go through back here to put this one over here. Actually, it looks like it might be crossing. Yeah, they're crossing. Okay, so I have to flip it over. Okay, so I'm gonna do it this way. I have to put the one that I just put on the front, this back one. I have to, yep, let me just go ahead and do it this way. Okay, like that I can tell that they are not crossing anymore. Yeah, God. Ooh, okay. All right. Now, let's go ahead and finish. Okay, now let's go ahead and flip over all the bottom ones. Okay. So back here, there's only 2 on this one. Because you always want 4 bands left over. Okay, because we stretched out some of these bands, so they're going to be having only 2 bands that we have to work with. Okay. Okay. I want to be careful on this one because I do not want my other bands to slip. See how they're kind of starting to? Alright. I'm just going to push these down. I'm just going to go in through this way. It's going to be a little bit easier to manage. Okay, there. Grab these. Oops, nope. You belong up here. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I need one more band. That one's here. Yes, that's the one. Okay, now I can flip. Yep. Flip. Keep coming off my loom. Alright, and yes, that is all of them. Flip. Alright. There's 2 right here. And there is 4 on this one. There's 2 on this top one. And there is 4 on this one. And again, 2 on this one. There you go. I'm going to push everything down so I have room for my next row. Okay. Now for the next row, we have to extend the front one more time. So let's go ahead and do that. We are gonna do it from these right here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and grab the top 2 on this one, and I can see that they are coming over here. So I'm gonna extend that onto this one. Okay. So my next ones are gonna extend to this one right here. Okay. So I can go ahead and put this over this peg if you want to. So on this one right here, again, you're going to grab the top 2 bands. They're kind of getting mixed up, so I need to fix them so that way I can see properly which ones are the top ones. Okay. Okay, these 2 are gonna go here. So these are gonna go on this one. I can go ahead and push this over right there. Alright, so then this middle one, we're just gonna go ahead and extend to this one, okay? I'm just gonna grab it like this and extend it right here. Yeah, man. Okay, it's gonna be quite a stretch, but we need it. All right. Okay, we just finished our ear parts. Is it on this one that we start adding the eyes? I think it's on. We'll do it on the next one. We're gonna start adding the eyes on the next one. Actually, hang on. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start adding one of the eye parts. Okay, the eyes are gonna be into rows. Okay, and let's just go up until we get to the ears. So you want to cover the ear pieces. Okay, make sure that you're going on the sides. Let's do the one on this side. Let me just check it quick. Hold on. Oh, I was right. We're gonna do it on the next row. Let's just continue to finish this one row. Now remember, when you start to flip on these, there's only 2 on some of them, okay? So you only need to grab the bottom 2 on these because you want 4 bands to be left over. So it's going to be on these 2. My hook is getting stuck on there. There we go. And these will have 4. Be careful not to push them on my fingers so that way they don't fall out. Kind of like how this one's doing, so I'm just gonna place it back on there. This one has 2. This one has 2, but I need to fix it. There you go. It's these 2. And the rest will have 4. Okay, so just go ahead and keep working regularly with everything else. Have to push everything down. Okay. One moment, hang on, I need to fix my lighting. Okay, I kind of like that better. I had to put an extra peg on here so that way it kind of doesn't fall apart too much on me. Even though it still does. But at least I know it's going to be a little more secured. Okay. Okay, now that I have all of them, okay, I can start adding my eyes on the next row. Okay, right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and lift up a little bit so that way you can start growing a little bit easier. I do not want them to get stuck on the pegs, so I'm just gonna lift them off the pegs. Okay, alright. Here too. Looks like they're doing fine for now, so that should be okay. Alright. Okay, but you can kind of start seeing the pattern that your Venusaur will start to take shape. Alright, let's go ahead and start on the next row. We're going to be adding our eyes, okay? And for this part, we're actually going to need clips. You will need 2 C-clips. These are the only ones I have handy. I'm going to use these. Okay. 2, okay. Alright, when you have your 2 clips, this is what you'll do. For my 2 eyes, I've decided that this is going to be the one that goes on this side and this one goes on this side. So we're going to be connecting only the back part of the eye, which is this part. So that means we need to put a C-clip right here at the closest corner, because I do not want my eye to fall apart as I'm looping it, okay? So that means on this one I have to do it on the opposite side. So on this one I did it on the right. So this one I'm gonna do it on the left. I'm gonna put a clip on that one. Okay. So now that you have your clips on there, we can go ahead and have them a little more secure so that way it doesn't fall apart on us. Right, and I'll tell you where to put them. We're actually gonna be having them. We need a space of 3 sections. So this is 1 section, 2, and this will be 3. So the cornea of our eye, the front corner, will be on this section. That means that this corner of the eye will be in this section. Okay, it's 1 forward above the ear. Okay, so when we get to this spot, we'll start adding our eyes. Let's go ahead and start on our row from the top. And, oh, I see why it's kind of being strange. My camera. Okay, now we can go ahead and start adding our eye parts right there. We're only going to add 1 corner of the eye. So I'm going to go ahead and take it the part that has the clip on there. And with this one, I'm going to go ahead and grab 2 bands and transfer them through. And you always want to be careful because even though you have a clip on there, you do not want it to go through that hole. But our clip is going to at least help secure it. Alright. The first one, of course, you can kind of see how this one's coming out through here and this one's going to the inside. Alright. So this is going to be the back of our eye. We're going to place that on your peg. So this one will go on this peg. And that's it, okay? We're not going to attach this one until the next row. Okay, so you should have it look like this. The reason why we want to attach it on the next row is because his eyes start to kind of go at an angle, alright? They're not going to go like this, but we want them to go like so. So we will do that on the next row. Let's do our next one. Grab 2 of your body color. Take the first one out, the one that has the clip on there. So these 2 are left over. Put your 2 bands through. Now figure out, this is the one that's coming to the outside, this one's staying on the inside. So that, the one that's going on the outside, you're putting on this one. And then the one that goes on the inside, you're leaving here, okay? So again, it should look like this. Not the back part, okay? You don't want the back part showing. It should be looking like this. The same for this side, okay? It's going to be like this, okay? Alright. So you see clips are now facing front. Okay? I'm gonna fix this so that way nothing happens. Alright. Now let's continue finishing your rows. Okay, now we can go ahead and flip over all the bands. Okay, so right here, I'm gonna start from this side. Grab the bottom 4. Here again, you want to grab those bottom 4. Oop, I'm having a band come off. I do not want that. Get back on there. I'm going to go ahead and push everything down. I don't want it to accidentally slip and fall. Alright. Continue. Okay, now. Yep. Okay. Come on. It keeps falling apart on me, especially because I'm holding it up on the air and I'm not leaving it flat on my loom. But the reason I keep holding it up is because it's a little easier for me to loom, especially with a camera right here, right on top of me. Otherwise, I would go ahead and just put my head over the whole entire camera and start looping it that way. But I can't do that because then I will block your view. Okay, now that is done, we will do one more row, all right, like this for the eyes, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and add these, and the next row after that, we're gonna extend just one more time. All right, I need more body color. We're going to attach our second part of the eye on this row. Okay, so now that goes here. All right. So you're just going to go ahead and lay the next one under the eye, okay? Put your eye right here, right? You do not want to put it over because that's going to mess up your eye. Okay. Now that one's there, we're going to go ahead and do this one, okay? But we need to attach it to the other end of our eye. So I'm going to go ahead and put my hook through these 2 bands, okay? And I will pass 2 bands through here. Okay, so again, one of them's going to the inside, one of them's going to the outside. Okay, so I need to put my eye like this and put this one here and this one here. Alright, and I can go ahead and take out that C-clip. I do not need it there anymore. Alright, so that one's, see how that one is now set? I'm just gonna go ahead and keep my eye up here, okay? So that way when I start to loom everything to over the peg, it doesn't get on the way. And I can remember that. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. Let's do this side now. Okay. Okay, again, I'm gonna move my eye right here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add this one, but I need to go ahead and attach it to the other part of my eye. I'm gonna grab that, and I'm actually gonna take out the C-clip right here. I do not need it. Okay, because it's already attached to my hook. So now I can go ahead and put my 2 bands, pull them through, and this one I can see it's going inside, this one's coming to the outside. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it right here on my peg already, and put this one on this peg right there. Okay, so again, it's already, you can see how it's been attached. I'm just gonna go ahead and move my eye over here. Your white part should be on the outside with your body color on the inside. Okay, let's continue. Okay. We're almost done. Okay. I know this is taking forever. It's very tedious. We're kind of almost done. Okay. His head, I think, is in 2 parts. We're going to be doing, this will be the top of the head, all the way until the lip part. And we have to do the bottom part of the head on a second session, okay? So let's go ahead and flip over the bottom 4 on all our pegs. Okay, and here I want to go into those. Alright, and push down. I'll do the same thing on these. And push down. Now the eye part. Okay. Go right there. Okay. And push down. Alright, and then right here again. Can grab that and push down. Keep going with the rest. Always make sure you have 4 bands left on all of your pegs, and this one is starting to slip out. I do not want that. There you go. Make sure it's always the correct 4 bands. Also, you do not want to accidentally flip one of the wrong ones, because then you start to see that mutation. Move this out of the way. Go in here, grab the bottom, and flip over. And there you go. Push down. Okay. Okay, keep going. Okay, and I think we are done. Okay, yes, we are done with this row. Right here, there's some bands that are kind of coming through, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start pushing them up. Okay, there we go. It's better. Same with down here. Okay, this last session. Okay, I think we're gonna be doing our final. I want to say our final two. I think it's our final. It's either our final two or our final three rows. But for these, we have to do some modifications. What we're gonna do is with your hook. Once you have gotten to this point and you have one row under your eye, so clearly you can see your eye part right here. Okay, and we're gonna be transferring these one over until we get to this point right here, right in between the ear and the eye. Okay, go ahead and grab these 4 bands, and you're going to just bump them up one peg. Okay, now you're gonna grab these, okay, and do the same thing. You're gonna bump them up one peg. Just be careful and make sure you get all of them into that peg. Okay, the same thing with these. Go ahead and grab the ones under the eye and stretch them out. Okay, this will be a bit of a task for some of you. And last one, but the last one actually I'm going to is that no, yeah, go ahead and grab all of them. Okay, and right there. All right, now we have that empty peg right here. The one under the eye, grab the top 2. Okay, I can see that they're coming this way, so I'm just gonna go ahead and place them right there. And we're gonna do our extension right here. So there's obviously my opening, and this one's obviously going this way. That's just gonna be our one extension. Okay, we need that extension because we want this to be a little bit wider, so that way it starts creating that bottom part of the cheek. We're gonna leave these like so because there's a lot of tension already right here. I do not want to create any more. Let's go ahead and do the same thing for this side. We're gonna be bumping all of them up one peg until we get to that same spot between the eye and the ear. So just keep shifting all yours one up, okay? And be very careful. You do not want to lose your bands during this process. Okay, so now that I've shifted my 4 pegs, I'm going to just grab the the top 2 bands. There we go. And they should be going this direction, okay? If you start from the top and going to the bottom, they should be going in the same direction. Hopefully you did that same thing. So now you have our extension right there. Okay, let's go ahead and do our next row. Double bands again. I'm gonna push some of these down so I can have room. Remember to push your eye to the inside, okay? When you're putting bands, because you do not want them to go on top. Obviously right here, you're just going to go back inside into this zigzag angle. Okay. I'm just going to go on to the next side. now that I'm at this point again, okay, so just go ahead and flip over all your bottom 4 bands, except of course we're only going to have 2 bands on these, obviously, because we did our extension there. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you right there, it's these 2, the ones under the ear. The rest will be 4. I already did that one. Need the middle one right here. Need these. Gonna push down. Go to the other side. These have 2, and these have 2. The rest have 4. Okay. Oh, I'm missing these. I do not want to skip any. Make sure you guys are not skipping any either. Okay, looks like all of them flip now. Okay. Now on to the row after that. We're going to be extending one last time, okay? So for this extension, again, I think we can actually be able to push this forward. So we're going to be pushing this one forward onto this peg. Come on, there we go. Okay. Same thing with this one. Push it forward onto this peg. Make sure the bands are going on the correct one. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna leave this one right there for now because there's a lot of stretching going on. We have to go back to this place yet again. But we're gonna be going to the one back here. So we're gonna go just a little bit more further. There's gonna be quite a lot of transitioning going on. So grab the one right here and place them one above. Okay, this is going to be quite a stretch for some of your bands, so be careful transitioning these because they're going to be stretched quite a bit. Hopefully you have some strong brand. I'm using Rainbow Loom, so I know that they are going to be stronger than most of the other ones. Okay. This is my 5th one, and that's the one where I'm gonna go ahead and pause at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and now, oh, sorry, on the 6th one. That's right, the 6th one. right here. Okay. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then there's an empty one. This one, we're gonna go ahead and grab only the top two and place them on this peg, okay? Alright, so there's 3, alright, and on the third one you have those 2 bands and the rest of them have 4, okay? So that way you know you did it right. Let's do the same thing for this side. We're gonna bump this up right here. And again, there's going to be quite a bit of stretching involved, so you want to be careful. There's 3. There's our 4th one. Okay, 5th. And the 6th one is our last one. You want to be careful. Make sure you push your bands down so they don't fall off. Okay, now this one, of course, this is our 7th one, so we're going to go and just grab the top 2, and they should go this direction. Okay? Alright. So again, you have 2 here, and then you're on your 3rd one, and you have on 2 bands, and then 2 bands, okay, on the 4th one. So you didn't know you did it right. Now, let's go ahead and add on our row. After this one, we are going to be finishing up, and we're going to be sealing a lot of our front bands because we're getting close to the mouth. At least I think on the next one we are. So I don't think we're going to do any more extensions from here. Because Venusaur's eyes are pretty darn close to his mouth. The way that Venusaur is, it has kind of a dopey look. Has a big forehead, a wide set of cheeks, with big eyes that are far apart. And the nose and the mouth are really, really close together. Even though he has a huge mouth, but they're really close to the eyes. Come on. It doesn't really matter where you finish right here, but I like to go from the top towards the bottom because it kind of works out for me in the way when I was doing my extensions. Okay, alright, let's go ahead and start and flip over your bottom 4. Obviously on this one there's only 2 bands, and this one also has 2 bands, and the rest have 4. this side down. Hang on. This is a hard angle. I need to grab the correct ones. There we go. Okay, I keep hitting my camera. Alright, there we go. These are the 4 I want. Last one. Okay, I'm gonna push everything down. Alright, remember no more extension, so we're just gonna go ahead and do one more row, and I'm gonna fix this one more time. So that way they're going over. Okay. All right. Go ahead and do your final row. Release your final full row, because the next one is actually going to be partly, because we're going to be sealing off half of it to make our mouth. I'm going to stop right there and go on to the next side. Okay. Flip over all the bottom 4. All these should be 4. Gonna push down. Okay, that's my last one. All right. Okay, now we need to go ahead and start sealing part of it. That was the last row. What I want to do is I actually want to go ahead and place this right onto this one because it's going to make this next part a little bit easier for me. Right there. Okay, so that's just going to make it a little bit easier. All right. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to be adding another row, okay, onto the back part, but we're going to be stopping, I think right here on this part of the ear. Let me just go ahead and confirm that really quick. Yes. Okay. So we are going to be stopping right here on this one. Go ahead and grab your double bands. Okay. Go there. Yeah. And I said this is going to be our last one, okay? So we're going down 4 times on this side, okay? You should be stopping right here, right under the ear, okay? So you should have that empty gap between the eye and the ear, and then the one that is under the ear, okay? And that's where we're going to stop. Okay. Now the other side. And we stop right here. Okay. The way we're going to do this is we're going to be sealing off. We're going to start from here in the beginning, okay? And you're going to need 1 band, okay? You're going to cap that band. And here's what we're going to do. You're going to grab your hook and you're going to place this. I guess the best thing to do is just to put my band right here for now, okay? I'm going to put my hook in here and I'm going to transfer this onto my hook, okay? This is going to be a little tricky. Okay. I guess that's the best thing to do. Is I want to place my double bands, well, my captive band onto. Oof, Okay. I'm gonna need the help of that peg. Okay, and once I have it on my hook, I'm gonna flip it over. I want to make sure I'm holding on to these. Okay, so that way I can be able to put it inside. And now that I have it, okay, I'm gonna grab the end of it. So now it's kind of like if I'm making a slip knot. Okay, you see how I now have that cap band on my hook. I'm gonna put it right onto this peg right here. Okay, and yes, okay. Now I need to do another one on this side. Grab another band, cap that band, and you're gonna do kind of the same thing, okay? Holding it like this. I'm just gonna flip it over because it's gonna be a little easier for me to do that. I'm gonna put my hook through, grab it, okay? And pull it through. I'm gonna put it back on here so I can be able to grab it with my hook, okay? Take it out the peg and keep it on your hook. Now put it right on top right here, okay? On top of this peg. Ugh, my hook is getting stuck on there. There we go. I'm gonna push down and fix that. So it should look like that, okay? We're gonna do that all the way around, but the rest will be in double bands. We only need cap bands on these. The rest will be double bands, okay? So you're gonna go again inside onto the next one, which is this one. You will put 2 bands. I guess it might be easier to grab from down here. Maybe. Alright. I'm gonna grab the other end. Okay. Now I have them both. I'm gonna put it on top of this next peg. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. I guess the best thing to do is just to put your 2 bands onto the peg that is gonna be next. Okay. I guess you can just go ahead and leave them like that. And then just fish for them. Go inside. I'm gonna fish for those bands. Okay. And I got them both. Need to put this back on that peg. There we go. And now go ahead and pull it through. There we go. Do the next one. I'm gonna put them on the peg that's after, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my hook inside, and then I'm gonna fish for those 2. Put them on my hook. Take them out. And put it back on top. Next one, again, put them on top. I'm gonna push this down. I'm gonna go ahead and inside with my hook. I'm gonna fish for those 2 bands. Pull them out. Place them on. Okay. The next one, I need to move my eye. Okay. Put them under. Go inside. Fish them with your hook. And put them on top. Okay. Now keep doing all the way to the end. So let's go ahead and continue. Come on, let me shake that off. Okay, last one. Okay, now the other side. Okay. Ooh. Need to fix all this really quick. There we go. And I lost my bands. Fish for them again. Okay. There you go. It's kind of difficult working in this angle for me. Almost there. Okay, last one. Okay, now that we are at this point, we're gonna flip all the ones on just in the back, okay? Because we obviously cannot be able to flip these, they're all connected. We're gonna start right. Okay, so sorry, hold on, do not flip anything yet. I completely forgot about our teeth, right? Venusaur has 2 teeth on the top row, and then he has 4 teeth in the bottom row, okay? So before you start flipping, okay, let's go ahead and add them on. Don't worry, they're really easy, and it's gonna be pretty quick. All you need are 2 white bands, okay? The first one, in order to be able to make your teeth, you're going to be using these 2 pegs right here and 1 white band, okay? You're going to grab one, and then you're gonna twist it, okay? Twist it towards one side. I'm twisting it towards me, okay? And I'm still holding on to it, okay? Don't let go. Now that I twisted it this way, I'm going to twist it the opposite way, okay? And I'm gonna put it over the entire 2 pegs, okay? So you should have this going on, okay? This one that I just put over, I want to keep it on the top. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this one that is on the bottom, and I'm gonna throw over, and I'm gonna grab this side on the bottom, and I'm gonna also throw it over, and now I can take it off the 2 pigs. And right here we have 1 tooth, okay? And it looks like a little bow right now, but that's what we want, okay? Alright, we're gonna do the second one in case you didn't follow. Again, you're gonna grab 1 white band, you're gonna put it on 1 peg right here, and then you're gonna twist it, try to twist it towards you, and then you're going to still have it on you, okay? So now that I've twisted it towards myself, I'm gonna twist it away, and I'm gonna lay it on top of the 2 pegs again, okay? This one that is being crossed is in the bottom, okay? So this one, go ahead and flip over this peg and flip the other one over that peg, okay? And now you can go ahead and take it out again. This time I'm just gonna go ahead and take it out with my hook because I'm instantly gonna put it on, okay? So you see how it's You see how that you have that little knot right there? That's going to be our little tooth. Here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to be adding it onto this peg right here. So we need to go back a few steps. So I need to go ahead and put this back on my peg. All right. I'm just going to come back to it in a little bit. I'm going to put this one also back onto this peg. Okay. And I'm going to put this one also back onto that peg just for now, because I want to add my tooth right here. Okay, I want to go ahead and grab this and put it on those, and I want the tooth to be facing out. See, I have that little knot facing out. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and grab those two again that I just set, and I'm gonna place it on top. Okay, and I'm gonna grab the other two also. I'm gonna go through the white bands, okay, because I wanted to hold those bands as well. And yes, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it back. Put this one also back on there, and whoops, okay, and there. So I'm set with one side, and I'm gonna just go ahead and pop my tooth out a little bit more, and at this point it's gonna be held. All right, so it shouldn't really come out. Yeah, it shouldn't really pop out, so I should be okay. I'm gonna go ahead and add the other one over here. So remember, it's right under the eye. I'm gonna do this one also right under this eye. So I need to replace these bands back onto this peg. It's best if I push down. Okay. Again, grab these next two bands and put them back onto the previous peg. And these as well. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and grab my other tooth. I'm going to put it on my hook. Okay. And I'm going to put it on that peg. Let me go ahead and do that right now. Okay. And my tooth is sticking out this direction. Okay. Now I can go ahead and grab again those two bands. Flip over. I'm gonna go through the white ones and grab the bottom. Those top two that are supposed to go up here. Okay. And now I can go ahead and grab the rest right here, and that is it. Now let's flip over all the remaining 4 bands on the bottom of these back pegs. Our teeth have been added, so we should be okay. When we're done with this, you're gonna need quite a few clips, okay? We're not gonna use holding bands because they're not gonna work. So we're not gonna use slip knots because they will fall apart on you. Sorry, it's just not gonna work if you use slip knots. So you need C-clips for this next part. After we're done flipping everything, and I missed one. Let me go ahead and grab it right now. Yes, 4. Let me do the other side before I do those back ones that are hard. Okay, right here you should have 6 because you are adding those extra ones. Okay, so just make sure that you are aware of that. The rest of them are 4 bands that you're flipping over as usual. I'm gonna go in like this, and I'm gonna just, there we go. Okay. Okay, so at this point we are done with the top of our head. We are gonna need some C-clips. Okay, so put some on the side, and we are going to be adding them on all the parts that are not held together by the bands. Okay, right under your eye is the first one. We're gonna go ahead and grab all these bands. If you have some large C-clips, those might be better. Let me see if I have. Yes, I have one right here. Okay. Alright. The reason I'm doing this is because if I put a slip knot, it's going to slide right through, and it's not going to give me. Well, it is going to give me what I want, but it's going to fall apart eventually before I even decide to. Before I even decide to do anything with it. I'm gonna grab another one. Keep putting all your bands onto your C-clips. Total right here on this side, you should have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then your 5th one here. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to do my back ones. Make sure all the bands are on your clip. Otherwise, it'll fall apart on you when you take it out. And you want to take it out carefully as well. Your clips will only give you so much support. I need to find another large one. My clips are all mixed up, that's why. Here's the large one. I need it for all these. Especially for these, because there's a lot. And oh, I do not want to lose this. There it is. It's this one. Okay. I'm gonna keep doing it from down here. You guys should know what I'm doing. Yeah. Come on. Alright, I need just one more right here. Okay, make sure all of them have C-clips already. So I see that all these have my clip. Alright, cool. These don't obviously need any. We're going to start with the front ones, okay? So we're going to go ahead and take these off carefully. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and use my rod. I'm going to do this slowly. In case I happen to have messed up. I don't know, so you may never know. Okay. Alright, I'm at the part where my clips are at, so take those out carefully. Alright, make sure your C-clip stays on. Okay, so that one automatically already jumped into its position. I want them to come out towards the outside, so that way my bands don't accidentally slip through. Alright, so yes, they are being held. Okay, so you want to be very careful when you're taking these out. Alright, because you do not want them to go in through that hole. Ooh, come on, turn around. See, this is why you want to be careful. You do not want your opening to go to the inside. You want your opening to stay out. Because you never know if some of the bands will start to fall out of it. And that's why I'm taking my time. I want to do this correctly so that I only have to do it once. If you need to turn your hooks, go ahead and do so. You can also do it at the end. Alright. Okay, so time to reveal. Hopefully this came out correct. Alright. See how that looks like. Okay, so our clips are all fine. That's good. Yes, I'm gonna just make sure that they're all facing this way, okay? That's what you want. You do not want them to be on their sides or going upside down, because you can lose some bands that way. Alright, okay. Now that that's done, there is our head. Okay, so our head looks a little awkward right now, but don't worry. Okay. We're going to be fixing it when we finish him off. But for the most part, I think he's coming out fine. Let me just go ahead and fix those teeth. I want them to be a little more prominent. Okay. So as you can see, we're going to be adding the mouth down here, okay? Our ears look good. Our eyes are in this good place, right? Just to give you a preview, there is, of course, Venusaur's head piece, the leaf, and then of course the palm tree. So you can kind of get an idea of how it's going to look like, and it looks like it's coming out correct. All right. So don't be scared that it looks like a blob right now, like some sort of shark or muck right now. That'll be kind of a cool way to do muck, actually. All right. So it looks like it's coming out fine right now. I'm happy with it. I hope you guys are happy. We're going to be creating the mouth next, the bottom part of the mouth. All right. And don't worry about this, and just be careful. Don't play around with it too much, because these can fall off. So don't really toggle with it. Just kind of shape it a little right here mostly. Okay, don't really mess with this, because you do not want to lose these pieces. All right, otherwise the whole thing will start to fall apart on you. This will go ahead and fix after. We will be putting a little bit of wire in there as well to help with the shape, but for the most part right now we don't need to do anything until we complete our mouth on the bottom part of the mouth. Okay, that's where our tongue is going to be. Okay, so for right now I am happy with how Venusaur is looking, because it looks like Venusaur's hair, of course. So yeah. All right, I'll see you for the next one.